Hello everyone. We're going to do a video today of hooking up an electric lift adapter and plate to a 44-inch snowblower. So I have my John Deere X570, which does not have hydraulic lift. And I'm going to attach electronic lift. The build video for all the parts, I'll link that in the description. But we're going to go over this today. So what we have here is we have the A-frame. That's going to be the first part. We've got the quick hitch adapter. That'll be the second part with the actuator. And of course we have the snowblower. I've run the electric lift power out through the grill. And this particular mower had an E-mulch location for the switch. So I've put a momentary up-down in where the E-mulch switch rocker would go. So I've put a momentary rocker in. That will be my lift. So what I'm going to do for a second, I'm going to pause this. That'll be a second for you and some setup for me. But I'm going to pause this. I'm going to set up a camera, and then we're going to walk through attaching each of these items. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start first with the A-frame. You'll see in the prior video there's some bolts. So we're going to take this A-frame and this pass-through and cotter pin. We're going to assemble it here so that we can put on the next stage. This also allows us to tilt, which allows us to open the hood. So you got two mounting bolts. You have your post or your pin, whatever you'd like to call it. You slide it through. And that is the first step. There is your A-frame. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach the adapter. The adapter goes on very similarly. The difference is these ears or pigtails or wings, whatever you'd like to call them, they need to go above the bolts that are back here. And then you also want to have your tires turned so you can insert this through the hole that's available. So we're going to take this and we're going to go over those bolts. We're going to line up the hole. This part gets a little bit tricky, but not too bad. All right, so that one's in. Cotter pin. And now our lift is on. So at this point we have our actuator. It's going to go in this direction. We have two pins, two cotters. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can do the top and then manually spin this down. Or you can do the bottom and lift the hitch. I tend to do the bottom. So now that we have the bottom attached, we can lift this. Oh, it looks like I'm just a little bit short here. So I need to spin this up one. There we go. So it took one spin. Now we have it assembled. and the second cotter pin. So we now have our lift. I'll turn on the power, show you how that works. So we have our pigtail and we have our power takeoff. Connect those. Just turn on the power. And we now have our lift. So let's move this. Next part is to attach the snowblower. So we're going to put the belt down through the channel and above that connector bar we used for the adapter plate. There's a little bit of play here. You're kind of going to have to move things a little bit. I'm going to move the camera just 1 second, just to make sure folks can see. Okay. So one of the things you want to do is you want to make sure these are locked in the out position on both sides. Now the trick here is these pulleys have to go under this lift and then hook here. So there's a little bit of play to do. You got to lift it up a little bit to get past the pulleys. There we go. And then we have to pull it back down so we can pick up the lift bars that are on the snowblower. So you see these pins right there, they need to get picked up by that. So basically what it means is just a little bit of maneuvering. So now I can get those in. I need to pull or kick the dolly out. And now they're sitting there. We're going to release these bottom pins. And just move it around until they hook in. You'll feel when they go. And then test it. Up, down. So we are fully hooked up. As you can see, that took maybe 5 to 7 minutes. I do have to do the belt and I have to do the chute controls, but that is all there is to loading this up. It's pretty great. Have a great day.